Yeah, get rid of all those. Thank you.
I have no idea what you just said.
What?
I have no idea what you just said.
I deleted all the test saved games I had to create.
Oh god.
Oh wait, okay, hold on. Got one quick thing to do. There we go. Everything installed. Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Hopefully, I fully fixed everything, and like the game doesn't decide to crash midway or something. Hopefully.
I, I thought you were supposed to tell me before you go live.
Oops.
I don't care. I can see it on Discord.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Oh my god, the joke is so good.
Here we go. Alright.
Do you want to hear a joke I did?
What?
I love how you said what. So a guy goes to a $5 lady of the night. This is what he said. Basically, $5 hold. And he gets crabbed and he comes back to complain. And she was like, "It was $5. What did you expect? Lobsters?"
It's so bad.
It's so stupid.
I can't tell what color that is. I think that's red. Alright. Let's see. I should have color. There we go. Eyes. Um. Yep, that looks fine. Nose. the neck a bit. Portrait.
How do you do? Damn, lost the spell.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. Cunning, strength, constitution, strength again? Yeah. Coercion, lockpicking, and archery. You were working earlier, please work now.
For generations,
Yes.
your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Hyera, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial Darkspawn rising in the south.
Oh god, I'm so glad I put that
I trust
texture
then that
mod
your
in.
troops will be here shortly.
Really
I
looks
expect they
nice.
will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pop, I didn't see you there. How? You remember my daughter?
I see she's become a lovely young woman. Pleased to see you again, my dear.
In you, Earl Howe.
My son Thomas asked after you. Perhaps I should bring him with me next time.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Good. My son saw you at a dinner in Fair, and has talked about you ever since. He'll be pleased you remember him.
At any rate, Pop, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'll do my best.
Now, that's what I'd like to hear. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Kuzlan.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're an order of great warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow wardens in
What?
the south.
Plain Dragon
I
Age.
believe he's got his arm
Gotta
on
read
something.
dialogue.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your daughter is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is my daughter we're talking about.
Apparently Duncan wants me to become a Grey Warden. Him or Gilmore? Is there a reason I shouldn't join them?
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Well, where is Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt, spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lass and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Alright, so far so good. Nothing's crashed. Everything looks nice. Okay. +1 all tributes, increase monetary gain. One health regeneration in combat. +1 on all attributes, yeah. Do that one. Here we go. Put that there. Alright. I'm gonna explore before I go talk to Fergus.
All right.
Maker, prepare a place for us. Redeem our world from sin. Forgive our transgressions.
Maker, forgive us all!
You come to pray for your brother and father?
Excuse me.
I'd be happy to ask for the Maker's blessings with you.
I would appreciate that, Mother Malal.
Please, child, call me Malal. I've known you since you were a wee babe after all. Creator of the sky, the land, and the sea. Hear your people in our time of need.
Make her watch over us.
Let no man have cause to fear the shadows. Let their
This
souls be
show.
lifted upon your
Forget how good
return.
it is.
So let it be.
Make her forgive us all.
There now. I'll be keeping a vigil tonight. You're welcome to come. There are many more who must receive the Maker's blessings before they leave. If you would excuse me.
Thank you, Malal.
It is the least I could do. If the worst comes to pass, child, take comfort in knowing that the Maker's will takes many forms. We shall talk once the soldiers have departed.
Book. No, don't talk the guard. I am not reading any of the codex entries. It's not happening. That's too much reading. Anything over this way?
Huh.
There's nothing in here. Okay. What about this one?
And I'm off.
And let's back to the main hall.
Good evening, my lady.
I've been in here. What's in here?
Oh, my lady, we were just,
Taking a break?
well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure
Who's
why the
taking a break?
town stationed us here.
What?
Talk about your game.
Yes, I'm reading out the dialogue. Leave me alone.
Oh, you never do that.
I did that for Vampire! Because your
Oh, yeah,
character
you're-
doesn't fucking talk.
Except for when the weird sexy scenes came on, they're like, no, please, no.
Yeah, it's like early Bioware. They were like, yeah, we're not gonna make the character talk. You can do that.
It's expensive, that's why.
They did it for Mass Effect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's because I had money. God.
They came out around the same time.
You know how much someone like Liam Neeson cost for Fallout 3? Too goddamn much, that's how much. Fuck that.
Don't worry about it. I won't say anything.
We
Hey,
appreciate that,
you
my
can
lady.
say whatever
Thank
you
you.
want.
Alright. Hey, anything in here? Nope. Okay.
I thought that game had voice actors.
No. 2 does. 2 and
There
3.
are.
Not the first
Mother
one.
told me the town had summoned
But
you,
they
so
talk
I
like
didn't
when
want
it comes to
interrupt.
traps and stuff, don't they?
Yeah, your character has like dialogue during like battle, but that's it.
But they couldn't afford to pay them to talk during cutscenes?
No.
What the
Well, like for the battle dialogue, you can choose from like 6 different voices though. It's the thing. So like, I don't know. Just, I'm not gonna question it. Why are you looking for me? No, wait. That's a good question, but hello to you too, Sir Gilmore. Like that
Hardly
isn't a
like this, my lady.
reference.
It's simply that I've been looking everywhere for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Did the dog get into the larder again?
No matter how the maids try to keep him out, he always finds a way in. You know these Mabari hounds. He'll listen to his mistress, but anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that.
Yeah, you don't.
Quite lucky to
Yeah.
have your own Mabari warhound. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
To the kitchen then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Alright, gotta go get the dog out of the kitchen. It's causing trouble.
What?
Get that
Yeah, my dog's causing trouble.
larder. But mistress, it won't let
Sounds
us
like
use
my
it.
dogs.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves. I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
Sorry he's bothering you, Nan.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way. Going.
Oh, he's so cute! Oh, I love mods.
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
He's so adorable. Are you trying to tell me something, boy?
He does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
I get to name the dog. Of course, I have to. I have to.
Too bad for you.
Cut them down! Get these beasts out of here! The dogs are crying on your corpses! We did it! Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Isle's men.
Bye, Gilmore. Let's see. Take that. Alright.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending your larder from rats. Big ones.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones?
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
I took care of it. No need to be afraid.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lady. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes?
I'm in a...
Agni, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable bat.
Oh, bat am I? We've got to work double time on supper. Sweep out the hearth and no complaining.
Busy day.
Just keeping order. That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. And don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lady? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
Of course.
Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you, the dog that bit?
I remember it.
Good. Then you can start.
Wait, I don't actually... Before our fathers' fathers came down from the mountains?
A warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son.
And Hohaku grew prideful.
The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he?
Hohaku's own misdeeds bit him.
When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand.
That was a mistake.
The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
Actually, there are like 3 of these that could be correct. Don't abuse your power. How you treat the least is remembered by the greatest. No one is above justice. Actually, 4. Respect all equally. How you treat the least is remembered by the greatest?
True. Hahaku thought nothing of abusing the tribe and their dogs, but their complaints showed the chief he could not be trusted. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave, hmm?
Thank you for the story. It was thoughtful of you.
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
Okay. I actually enjoy all the little stories people tell. Where haven't I been? I don't think I've been to the rooms down here. There's nothing in here. What about this one?
Good evening, my lady.
Yep, nothing. So only one way left to go. I'm gonna save. And audio's so quiet. Alright, hold on. There we go. Oh, that's better.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my lovely daughter. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, Mother. Nyan is back to work as we speak.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra? Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Of course. It's so good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear girl. Didn't I spend half the salon trying to convince you to marry my son?
And made a very poor case for it, I might add.
You remember my son, Dyron. He's not married yet either.
Don't listen to her. It's good to see you again, milady. You're looking as beautiful as ever.
You're looking handsome yourself.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great pleasure, my lady. You are as pretty as your mother describes.
You would think that it would make it easier to make a match for her, not more difficult.
Perhaps your daughter simply has a mind of her own, your ladyship. You should be proud.
Proud doesn't get me any more grandchildren.
Oh, wow, okay. Jeez, Mom. I can handle my own affairs, thank you.
All evidence to the contrary.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your ladyship.
Oh my god.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Did you know there's a Grey Warden here?
Yes, your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited.
Would that be so bad?
There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing danger like your brother.
Do you know where Fergus might be?
If he's not out with his men, probably
No.
upstairs with Oriana.
Thanks, Logan.
Fergus.
Fergus.
That's the name. Curtis Crowley's name from Supernatural.
There she go.
I love you, my darling girl. You know that, don't you?
What brought this on?
You've grown up so fast. And now Bryce is leaving you in charge of the castle. I suppose there's no point in dwelling on it. Go do what you must then. I will see you soon.
Why was I left in charge of the castle and not my mom? That contradictory statement. Okay. Save.
Hello, my dear girl. By chance, I am beginning to teach these young squires about your family's history.
Do we have to? History is boring.
Boys, you are referring to the Couslands, the very family in whose castle you live. Show some respect.
Still the same taskmaster, I see.
If the mind is not exercised, it withers just as the body does. Perhaps you'd care to join me in teaching the lesson?
Certainly. I'd be happy to.
Wonderful. Oh, the Cousland history is long indeed. Where shall we start?
Cousland history. When was our line founded?
Records are vague. But the Couslands became Tierns during the Black Age. Is that familiar, child?
During the lycanthrope plagues.
Good. I'm pleased some of my lessons seem to have stuck. At that time, your family held only the minor title of Ban. When the werewolves reached this area, Ban Mather Cousland organized a curfew and patrols within the city. Several other local bands supported his efforts by swearing oaths of fealty, making him their Tiern.
I like that there was, like, a werewolf plague, literally. Wasn't rats, werewolves. We predate the founding of the kingdom, yes?
Well, I'm glad some of my lessons don't disappear into that yawning chasm between your ears, young lady.
I'm doing the best I can.
It seems you've already plumbed the depths of your potential then. A pity. At any rate, your family has held the Ternier of High Ever since before King Calenhad united Ferelden. In fact, Tierna Elethea Kuslan battled Calenhad to maintain High Ever's independence.
We oppose the king.
Well, the Kuslans are ardent royalists now, but at that time, Calenhad was unknown and considered dangerous by many. When Calenhad's army reached High Ever, Tierna Elethea led the local bands against him. Obviously, Calenhad won.
And Calenhad let us keep the Tiern?
Calenhad wished to unite Ferelden, not conquer it. After Elethea's men were defeated, Calenhad asked her to swear fealty. The boulder where they held council still stands today as a memorial of that event.
Tell about our relationship with Arl Howe.
The history between the Kuslans and the Howes reaches back to the Orlesian occupation.
When did Orlais occupy High Ever?
During your grandfather's rule. Of course, Orlais found it difficult to hold these lands. During the rebellion against Orlais, several battles were fought near High Ever. The port village of Harper's Ford was the Ternier's center. Its Arl was Tarleton Howe. Though nearly 90, he was still as sharp
You're welcome
and
for
bitter
the
as Chi
notification.
Your
No
grandfather
problem.
openly supported the rebellion, but Howe sided with Orlais. Your family was forced to seize Harper's Ford before it was all over.
Also, I fixed the mods. I got the Human Noble route to work. We fought the Howes?
Your grandfather couldn't afford to lose Harper's Ford. In keeping the town, your family drove Orlais from its lands. The Howes eventually joined the rebellion, when all of Ferelden united behind King Merrick and General Loghain. Just as now we united behind Merrick's son, King Cailan, to fight the Darkspawn.
Alright, time to end the lesson, I think.
Thank you for indulging an old man.
Does that mean we have to listen to you now?
Silence! I will not have you two becoming smart-mouthed hooligans. Perhaps you should go. I doubt they need any more distraction. I'm just going to settle in here and apparently just talk myself for all the good.
I'm just saying, did you fix your shipping? Is accurate? No. Isn't there a book? Here it is. Okay, another one. Take that. Any more books? Bark Spawn, you're like phasing through me. Okay, no more books. Save. That's like the whole point of like the Dragon Age franchise though. It's like the romance options. Okay, it's not the whole point, but it's the vast majority of it. Talk to Dyron.
Hello again. Your castle study is wonderful. Might I ask whose collection this is?
It was my grandfather's, but I come here often to read.
So would I. Do you have a favorite book?
Shit. The last one. The Dragons of Tevinter. My brother Timia's? To be honest, that sounds like something I'd read.
Good choice. Timaeus' theory on the nature of dragons and how they connect to Darkspawn is quite intriguing.
I don't know, would ever be a good thing. But you know what I mean? I wish that was an option. Wait, what? I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. I butchered that sentence.
I'd like that. What did you have in mind?
Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to tell. I am the eldest son of a minor lord. I can't imagine I'm anyone very interesting to you.
That's the point of this game. There's always like your main hoe and your side hoes. He's a side hoe. I can't do it. I can't stop laughing. Alright, I need to calm down. Alright. Why don't we go somewhere more private?
Gladly. But your mother is expecting me for dinner shortly, as is mine.
Ouch.
Perhaps another time?
Why don't you come to my room later tonight?
I suppose I could see you after everyone is asleep for something of a more intimate nature, if that is what you mean.
Is that what you want?
I think I do.
Then I'll see you tonight.
I look forward to it. I shall see you then.
That's a lie. I know his name. It's Dyron. His mom and my mom were trying to get us to marry each other anyway. It's fine. Alright, I gotta go talk to Fergus. You know, you got me there. I have no idea what his last name is. Well, shit.
All right.
I can't go in there. What about this one? Nope. Oh, whatever. Let's go talk to Fergus. Oh, you know what's sad? It was he read a book you guessed the title of. You're not wrong.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren. And I'll get you
Sword?
the mightiest one I can find, I promise.
Oh, I love him.
I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little sister to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
No Darkspawn could harm Fergus.
He is as mortal as anyone, despite his refusal to believe.
Now, love, no need to be grim.
Also, I bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Fergus will be fine.
I keep telling you, no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, make of breath. It's like living with a pair of small boys. Thankfully, I have a daughter.
I'll miss you, mother dear. You'll take care of her, sister, won't you?
Mother can handle herself, always has.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those Darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
No. I've only solicited one person.
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
I don't mind. I have someone waiting for me.
What? You saucy minx.
Fergus, really?
Well, I sure hope he's worthy of your time, or I'll have to have a chat with the fellow. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when I get back.
I mean... Yeah. Alright. Bedtime. We're moving on.
I'm sorry, I've been trying to quiet him, but he won't have it. I don't know why he's so angry.
I could put him out in the... Perhaps something's wrong?
I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing. Wait here. I'm going to see if there's something out in the hall.
Oh, fuck! Fucking run! Jesus. Wait! I gotta put clothes on. Hold on. There we go. much for that relationship.
Tell us!
Oh, shit. I forgot that was the thing.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
Did you know his last name? I could have learned it with time. Time I no longer have. Those men killed Darren. Darren. It's Darren, not Darren.
What? Not Landra's son. But why? Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are How's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone. That asshole.
You don't think How's men were delayed? On purpose? That bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Maybe he stayed up with our How.
We must find him.
Can't even remember what I was saying. That's more my reading skills than how much I cared about it. You know I can't read properly. I have pronunciation issues. We should probably check on Ariana and Orin as well, you know.
And trust his mercy. What if the soldiers went into your brother's room first? Let's check on them quickly. Then we'll look for Bryce downstairs.
Alright. I can level up. Hold on. Fucking apparently not. No. Strength. Hold on. What do I need to... Coercion. Alright, hold on guys. 1 minute. Alright, I'm back.
What?
What?
What happened?
I thought for a second. I had to talk to my dad.
Oh, yeah? Man, you guys never talk. Holy shit.
Okay, I think, let's see. There, no. Here we go. That works. Coercion. I guess dual weapon training, since they haven't given me a bow. What? Listen, I didn't develop the game, okay? I'm not the one that made it so easy to seduce people. It's not my fault that it took to get him in bed was knowing how to read a book that he liked.
Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Yes.
Alright. Did I get better weapons? look, I got a bow. Nice. Actually, I want the bow to be the primary weapon. There we go. It's spoken like 40 words to each other. Yeah. Anything else? Nope. Alright. Need 20 strength. Dog leveled up too.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
I mean, he got shot in the chest by Nero. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Play. Yes, but we cannot waste more time. Going. No! My little Oren. What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
Still deep checking. Why would they do this?
I was not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers. Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Well, this sucks. Listen, you want me to check? I'm checking. I can't click on him. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Killing everybody.
What?
Stop
I didn't kill
killing
him.
everybody.
The our family friends betrayed us and is killing off my family, so he could probably take over our castle or some shit.
Yes.
There's even a wound on him. It'd be true. But he wasn't moving, so like.
I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me.
He's talking in the
if she
background.
hadn't been here.
Logan.
What?
Who's doing something else at the moment?
Is someone else in the game named Logan?
No! Someone in chat asked me who was talking in the background.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
How can we get out of the castle?
The servants' passage leads out from the larder. But we must find your father first. The front gates. That's where your father must be.
No, we don't. Me and Logan went to high school together. Did you talk about books?
Hal's men are inside. They must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
What is everyone's faces looking fucking... Ugh, Heather, what?
What?
You see her face?
That's not my fault, it's the game engine.
What did they do?
We don't know that's true.
Then let's find out for ourselves. But if Hal's trap snaps shut, escaping
No.
may not be easy.
I'm not a terrible person in real life. Only in video games.
When she came to visit me for a week, I was pretty much locked in my bedroom.
Okay, that's a lie. I fucking cooked you dinner. You asshole.
castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Dessert too, so I can't really complain. Oh fuck, I forgot it's still sitting in my refrigerator, Heather.
That
I
shit
gotta
is
throw
gonna
it
be...
away.
You need to throw that away.
It
before you
doesn't
die.
mold because it doesn't mold because it's cold. It just gets really hard. Like all the cheesecake is really hard. I went to eat one day and it's so bad.
Guess what's falling? I'm getting up here. Don't be a coward. Stand and fight.
Yes, my lady. Here they come!
Yes. Persuasion.
Don't be a coward.
Make a
son,
dude
dog.
with a dagger fight. Heavily armed soldiers on my behalf.
Oh look! It wants to fight! Be defeated!
I'm not that mean, I made you dinner. Yeah, Force fed me it.
Alright.
That's pretty good. Now that you introduced me to raviolis, I eat them all the time now.
If you insist!
Yeah, I wasn't chef by ravioli.
Well, for a servant, he did pretty good.
You will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Alright.
Might be a nice pelt in it for us.
Anyone else?
I will kill them all myself. Come and face me if you dare. Get out of my way! The Kuzma will fall to the likes of you. Oh, you want to die?
To be honest, I already forgot his name. Tyrant. Guess I know Logan's last name.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Hao's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
And so it will.
And I'm off.
If the door was locked, how did the guards inside die?
Huh.
We're under attack!
I do not fear death. I have nothing else to
Never
lose.
be my bet.
Tyrant. Yeah. Knight's corpse? Okay.
Come and face me if you dare.
Okay, there's okay.
There is hope yet.
Okay, I saved 2 of our guards from being killed. Does that mean they're gonna help out? Alright. Good night.
Together we shall leave this place.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I never equipped my mom with weapons. She's just been punching everyone. Oops. There we go.
Now let's see which one first. You are reduced to the post of
I'm trying to get my mom under control. It just happens when I laugh sometimes.
Let's do this quickly, shall we? Too fast for you! I will stop you from our land myself. I will kill them all myself.
Is that all of them?
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lady, you're both alive. I was certain Howe's men had gotten through.
How? That treacherous bastard?
When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Howe's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
Come with us.
If I do that, you won't make it out before the gates fall. Please, go while you have the chance. When I last saw the Terran, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
No, Gilmore.
Going. All right. Yes. Going. Time for more practice. This should be fun.
Come, together we shall leave this place.
Okay. They should be fine.
Oh, time to play. How dare you?
dog's freaking out.
And I'm off.
Alright. Yep, he's definitely
Make a guide my hand. Another point for me. Come. Together we shall leave this place.
Yes.
Okay, that's where I need to go. Anything in here?
All right.
There, you both are. I was
Bryce.
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is he doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
That's not true. You'll be fine.
Ah, my darling girl. If only Will could make it so.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Burgess. Tell him what has happened.
You can tell him yourself, Father.
I wish I
What did you
could...
call me?
That's what you...
Bryce, no.
Oh no.
The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Turn is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Turn and I tried to reach you sooner.
My daughter helped me get here. Make her be praised.
I am not surprised.
Are you going to help us, Duncan?
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, I beg you. Take my wife and daughter to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
What about Sir Gilmore?
Truthfully, you were always my first choice. I will take the Tyrna and your daughter to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then your daughter joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you
Sure?
Our daughter will not die of How's treachery. She will live and make her mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Are you sure you want to do this?
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life and did all we could. It's up to our children now.
Then go, pup. Warn your brother. Know that we love you both. You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
So depressing. All of the origin stories are depressing.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect
a royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is she?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Yes, I am, and I bring important news.
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
When will he return?
Not until the battle is over, I fear. Until then, we cannot even send word. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
You sound very confident of that.
Overconfident, some would say. Right, Duncan?
Your Majesty, I'm not certain the Blight can be ended quite as quickly as you might wish.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
He's such a terrible king.
What the king said is true. They've won
He's a
several
terrible
battles
king.
against the Darkspawn here.
He's just like, I don't know, so naive. So, you don't sound very reassured.
Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us.
Duncan's armor
I know
armor
there is
keeps
an
glitching out.
archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
What will you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can, and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you mean? What ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the joining, in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
The game crashed.
Really? Nice laugh there, Heather.
No, Origin, you fucking piece of shit. Can you not open every time I close the game? Load. Load.
Now this should be fun. Yes.
What?
My cat keeps being a little bastard. I think he wants water. I'm gonna give him some water real quick.
I do not fear death. I have nothing else to lose. The we have won this battle. Not we cannot waste more time.
Yes.
You're gonna stay up for 6 more hours, or
Owl's
7
men.
more hours.
Someone must reach Burgess.
I am not surprised. Then I offer you a place within the...
Hush,
Right.
Bryce.
Who the hell is little M4?
Vernon.
Wait.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands
Oh no,
to the ruin
he's
of
a nurse from
Ostagar,
Oklahoma.
on the edges of the
In
Korkari
Oklahoma.
Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar
hope
long
you know
ago
Logan's
to
last
prevent
name,
the
not, like,
Vartas from
Digger
invading the
or
northern
whatever.
lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times.
Through that
Here is
entire
where the brunt
part.
of the Horde-
Alright, there's a character you meet in the
No
Human
need, Duncan.
Noble
You are
route.
Bryce's youngest, are you not?
It's like
I don't think we've
he's
ever
like the
actually
son
met.
of another noble your mom's friends with. And literally you meet him in the study, you ask him like you talk to him about how it belongs to your grandfather, you mention a book title, you ask him about himself, and then you're like, wanna bang? And he says yes. So it's like 5
God
seconds.
damn.
You know the dude for like 5 seconds.
Well, sorry, it's not that easy with me either. Gotta at least wine and dine me first. You can't just walk up to me in the study and say, "Wanna bang?"
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
Oh my
As
God,
soon
this
as we are
fucking
done
game.
here,
This
I-
game that
no
happens,
doubt you
right?
wish to see your
What?
brother.
It's in this
Unfortunately,
game
he and
that
his men are
happens?
scouting in the wilds.
Yeah.
Oh my God, of course.
Well, he like you get woken up in the middle of the night because Arl House soldiers are like ransacking your castle and killing everyone, and he goes to like check out in the hallway. The door gets cooked open by a soldier, and he gets shot in the chest by an arrow and immediately dies. So it's like your relationship lasted for like one night, like a couple of hours. That's it.
I apologize, but there's nothing more I can
And,
do.
like I told him, I was like,
All
you
I
got
can
your main
suggest is that
hose
you
in this
vent your
game
grief
and your
against the
side
Darkspawn
hose.
for the
He was
time
the
being.
side hoe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We... No,
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here. Despite the victory, to that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What
The
ritual?
ritual is brief, but some
What do you
preparation.
need me to do?
Oh, so the
Oh!
game does look new texture packs. So.
What?
The game does look better with the new texture packs.
Yeah. Well, like, there was a main file, right? And it, like, changed the people textures. It made them all hideous. So I was just like, I'll just add the one for the environment and the armor. Thank you. But it's like, Duncan's armor every once in a while glitches out. It was doing it during the cutscene. Kept being like, shiny, not shiny, shiny, not shiny. Yeah, everything looks better.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Yep.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Good luck to you then.
Gotta go find Alistair. My main hoe.
We stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden,
Actually,
and we contemplate
Dr.
the
Wynn.
death that may await.
Greetings, young lady. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynn, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Pleased to meet you.
Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king? Well, it's just her. See, that's what I was talking about. The texture mods are a little sketchy. They glitch sometimes.
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You've faced Darkspawn before.
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
You know how I make that joke with that number 117?
She can't make up her mind about which one to wear yet. No? What joke?
Oh, it's because that number pops up everywhere, and every time me and Newman see it, because I told him about it, that I see that number everywhere. Yeah. Even part of my ID number, my driver's license, and my fucking government ID both have 117 in it. And a bunch of other things do too. Jim, on The Office, his next of kin lives on 117 Von Bergen Street. Oh, also it's 1117 while I'm telling you about it.
Jeez.
See? See?
I know the Fade is where you go when you dream.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
I've heard of that. Didn't something bad happen there? How do you not know? You're the daughter of a Tiern, and you don't know about the Black City. Or the Chantry? You've never heard Chantry tales? Are we serious right now?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
I guess I technically have it through Origin. Now. I have it originally had it as CDs, but Origin's like, oh, you own the game. Here, just have the downloaded version. I was like, okay, thanks. So like through EA's Origin thing is how I'm playing it. And is it true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Yeah, Origin isn't that great, but at the same time they give away free games. So, I'm not gonna complain. What?
Who gives away free games?
EA. Origin.
Bullshit.
They gave me Dead Space for free. Dead Space, Plants vs. Zombies. They mainly give away, like, old ass RPG games from the 90s. I got, like, probably 10 of those. You know? They gave me Dungeon Keepers, which was actually pretty fun for an old 90s game. Yeah, they give me Dead Space, Old Syndicate, Plants vs. Zombies. Some other stuff. Ubisoft gives away free games every once in a while. Mass Effect 2, yeah, but I already had them. What to level up? I'm gonna need dexterity. Alright. So might as well put it in there. There we go. And dual weapon suite? Yeah, that sounds good.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother. Sir Mage, she desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
That's no from Covenant items in Dark Souls 3? Yeah. Maybe I'll do that someday. Probably not. Because then Bob's doing the PvP Covenants. I'm bad at PvP. We haven't met. You must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Heather.
Right, that was the name. You know, it just occurred to me that there have never been many women in the Grey Wardens. I wonder why that is.
All the sassy comments. I don't know. Probably because we're too smart for you.
True, but if you're here, what does that make you?
Just one of the boys?
Sad, isn't it? So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Oh, that sucks. Some enemies drop Covenant items. If I'm sorry it's done. Conquered items did not drop at all? Yeah, that sucks. Have I ever encountered Darkspawn? No, I haven't.
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
What about the other recruits?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
No, I haven't.
Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Oh, already gaining approval. Excellent. Anything I can steal? Yep, take that.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad.
Oh my god. Davith, why?
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What do you think I'd be?
Not a woman, yet here you are. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they'd cook this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about the ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Aren't there barbarians in the forest?
Chasing barbarians, yes. Cannibals, and witches too. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why would they send us into the forest?
Sounds like some kind of test. Maybe we'll hunt us a souvenir or two. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
Oh, I'll watch your back.
You're a charmer, I see.
That's me. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay, bye. Quartermaster?
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Well, first off, I'm gonna sell everything. Short bows. Scale armor? Yes. The quartz for anything? I don't think so. Crafty leather. Accessories. Yeah, no. Quartz isn't for anything. Greenstone. There we go. What to buy? I'm 75 silver. I don't think I need anything. I got healing items. I could buy healing items for the dog. Here we go.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let me see your other goods.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Double big Bavarian Crunch recipe? Yeah, sure. Alright, I think that's good. You've talked to Win? Kennelmaster?
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible. Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
Alright, I went up there this way. Infirmary?
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
We have them on the run, I hear.
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
In the name of Andraste, I let
Okay.
find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
It burns.
Oh, Jory.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm Heather.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlaman. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens. None of those I've seen thus far have been.
I can handle myself.
You obviously impressed Duncan, and that's enough for me. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
I'm curious about the joining ritual.
As am I. Has anyone told you about it?
Davith said we might be going into the wilds?
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Alright, bye. No. No one put Alistair? Really?
Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting, why were you sneaking around camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Yo.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you missed one meal. The man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Yeah, here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Oh, Alistair pooped. Oh, there's loot. Yep, take that. Alright. What else? I have to try to stay away from Duncan. For right now.
You there, elf. What's your name?
Oh, it's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Talk to you.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the town, I hope.
No, I haven't.
If you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
Okay, what's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear the tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lathias was a claimed tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lathias to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lathias then taught this to the Clane, who made him their chieftain.
What happened to him?
Lathias' prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lathias was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lathias slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lathias an honored burial in the mountains. And we live by his teachings even today.
Oh wait. What happened to his wife?
It is said that before the final battle, she returned to Lathias and gave him a shirt of dwarven chain, along with a final night of passion. Then she was gone forever. If she lived on in Orzammar, only the dwarven folk could say for certain.
Interesting legend. Thank you for telling me.
It was an honor.
So what does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Okay, why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
I should be going then.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Alright, got some more info. Kingsguard. Soldiers.
strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed.
All right.
Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Alright, let's talk to Duncan. Oh god, the fire's freaking out, jeez.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
Find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
The scrolls contain treaties promising support. Treaties that may prove valuable in the days to come. Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds
And
ready
I'm
for
off.
battle. Half the dogs are sick from darkspawn blood.
Oh, I thought I could get a quest from him. Can I not?
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
What's that? Jesus. Yeah, switch these back. Healing items. There we go. All right. 1 point to spend on a skill. There we go. Alright, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I'll explore the wilds next time.